Yo, what is good? My anime break. What is good, yo? So, we got one of my favorite all-time passing shows, like just time passer shows, man. Um, I don't know what they overall have planned for this character as of now. Even our main character in this show doesn't even know what he wants in the grand scheme of his ambition. Uh, he has ideals, but no ambition that we know of yet. So that's another talking point when it comes down to the show. And I'm guessing he's going to say something that might make you might just make this person angry hearing, or this the student council. Maybe she might be high strung or something along those lines, and doesn't like his answer. I could see that happening. Or just the simple fact that he already kind of has a lot of things he could already ask for or even want in general now, and to be getting more might just be like over the top to him in a certain regard. Because if you think about it, given that this is the same episode of us finding out like what his ambition is supposedly going to be next week, maybe, or just he's not going to have an answer. That's always an answer as well, as I don't know. Um, we could be seeing that like followed up on, or we could be seeing something along the lines of him really understanding that he could get a high rank, with some of these people on his side. For instance, if the student council is on your side, and you know, I'm thinking way ahead of him. Like he's not thinking like this. I'm pretty for 100%. Like, but the person who is thinking like it is his friend, though. Like he literally puts it out there. Like, hey, if you literally are doing all this stuff behind our back, and you're doing stuff that we can't be a part of, you're clearly up to something. And by him seeing the student council president and all that, it then, strengthened his idea of what could be going on. And because of that, it had me, absolutely dying to know, not only what is our good friend like really going to be thinking at the end of the day. Because when you look at it like this, not only does he want his, quote unquote good friend to take over and, rule the school or whatever the case may be, he is now in a position where he can, push him forward towards that goal. He can always support him and all that. But the weird thing is, everything we've seen with this main character, he doesn't want any of that stuff, right? Like, just because you interpreted it that way, that he might be ambitious and stuff like that, doesn't mean he is. So that's always been a funny little point of what's going to happen if these other people around him actually think he wants these things, and try to quote unquote help him get to that goal. I thought that was a very intelligent, intelligent way to make the show have something weird popping off in the back. Like, not only will this character kind of look like a villain all of a sudden if he had like a whole army of people that does whatever he wants at his beck and call, and that's all because his friendship and things like that are being mistaken for power. I mean, even when the students see the grandfather coming in doing stuff for him, they're like, "Oh my God, you must have like really did something to make him do this." Like they, it's in this world, in the netherworld, no one does stuff for each other out of the kindness of their hearts. Pretty much, that's doesn't exist, and let alone with dating. So, um, having him, reading this book and showing this girl like how humans are just through this literature she's reading, goes to, put a stamp on how demons see each other. Because she's like, oh, that girl wasn't cheering this girl on for her relationship and like helping her out. She's trying to do the opposite. She must be a demon in your world, like that's just something supposedly a demon would do. Like if you are about to get with the demon guy, because it's clearly they have kids somehow, some way, so you're about to get with your demon guy and the girl starts talking trash about it, then clearly that's why she's just demon. That's all that is, okay? I don't know. I honestly love this show. It might just be me. I wouldn't really care if it was. But after seeing a lot of support and like interest in my videos for just this show in general, I don't think it's just me. I think there's an audience out there in love with this concept, and knowing that we can easily get more of this stuff kind of developing. And not only that, everybody around him kind of has these ambitions that they're talking about, and for our main character to gain one, at the end of what, like 24 episodes, 26 episodes, wouldn't be that far-fetched. And not only that, it could still lead to a potential season 2 of him. There's a lot of easy things, a lot of easy tropes that I have seen shows bank on way too heavily than I expect, and then it's still kind of being good because the journey to get to that point is still fun to watch. So these things being someone leaving the school and not like forcibly leaving the school and not wanting to, and then they all prepare to try to get that person back, or just one person happens to up and disappear. So they're going through all these days of school, but they're still thinking of that one person. I've seen a lot of different ways to just isolate some situations and make them much bigger, but with this show, I feel like I want the best outcome for it, only because I expected it to be funny. I expected it to be a joke in the grand scheme of, ha ha ha, this is funny. Like, he's getting, or expect him to get a lot of girls or something weird, like whatever the case may have been. I was very much looking forward to seeing what they were going to do, because it seemed like a joking kind of matter, but with it popping off like this, and then getting into like his ideals, his ambitions, seeing other people who want to be the Demon King, but he doesn't want to be the Demon King. All these things. His ring, that's absolutely ridiculously powerful, but he's never thinking of using it in malicious way or even protective ways. He just has it, So there's so much going on with this show in the case of him just becoming more and more powerful, but nothing really giving us a reason for him to use the power in a forward manner, in a way to attack, in a way to defend. I mean, we see him literally getting hounded by the student council and he thinks he's in trouble and stuff, but he's not using the ring. The ring's not waking up and helping him. Nothing's just happening for him at that point. So it's almost as if he was truly never in any danger, so nothing really needed to protect him, right? Unlike with the student council, or the actual teacher, he literally wanted to take. Oh, this car wants to be in the video. You're in the video now, car. This guy literally wanted to take off the arm that had the ring on it, and I think the ring could sense that malicious intent, and boom, took him out. Like was gonna destroy his arm and let him know he was gonna destroy his arm. So I do like that, and I look forward to seeing what they're going to drop. I literally looked away because I thought he was dead, and now I'm getting bopped by an ultimate. That's what you get for looking away, kids. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all the support. It's been pretty crazy to just get up, enjoy my animes, then just talk to a bunch of people that enjoy the same thing I enjoy. And not only that, I'm trying not to spoil you guys with too much Star Wars. There's a lot of people spoiling Star Wars, and I feel really bad about it. Whatever I showed, I apologize if it spoiled you guys yesterday. But yeah, I just didn't want to do that again. Of course I'm going to be playing it and grinding the heck out of it, but I don't need to use the content right now as of it coming out. I can wait until, like at least a good week of it being out already and then get into it on the background because I just want to grind it out. But yeah, with all that being said, take care. Let me know what you're thinking about this show that went from being this really jokey, like, wow, he's a human in a demon world, ha 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 ha, to he could become one of the most changing, promising things out of this place, and he might still have to hide his identity as being a human because if they find out they exist, the demons might try to find the human world. So there's just a lot that the show is kind of dabbling with, and I love it. So we'll see how it all plays out. Have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be, and I will definitely talk to you guys in the next one. So with that, my anime people, have an awesome one.